This is simplifying radicals. What you want to do, your goal here is to find two pairs of the same thing. You're going to do your prime factorization, in other words, your factor tree, and you're going to break it down as far as you can. And then look for two pairs, two of the same thing, and bring that out front. So it takes two of the same thing to make it equal 1. So 80, 8 times 10. I can break 8 down. 2 times 4 times 2 times 5. All right, 4 I can break down into 2 times 2. I can't break this 2 down anymore, and I can't break that 5 down. So I have 2 2s, so I bring one of them out front. I have 2 more 2s, so I bring that out front. And I'm left with a 5 up underneath. So 4 square root of 5 is my answer, because 2 times 2 is 4. Next problem, 45. 9 times 5. 9 I can break down into 3 times 3. Those are prime, and 5 is prime. So I got a pair of 3s, so 3 out front, and I'm left with the square root of 5 up underneath. 200. 100 times 2, so 10 times 10. Well, I have two of the same numbers, so there's my pair, right? And 2 as far as I can break that down. So 10, there's my pair that I brought out front, and I'm left with the square root of 2. 75, 25 times 3, 5 times 5. Those are prime factorization, and 3 is as far as I can go. So 5 square root of 3. 216. 4 goes into this one time, 4, and I'm left with 4 goes into 21 5 times, and I have 16 left, and 4 goes in that 4 times. So 4 is 2 times 2, so that's as far as I can break those down, and 54 is 6 times 9, and 6 is going to be 2 times 3, and 3 times 3. So I got a pair of 2s, so I can cancel to bring them out front. I got a pair of 3s, I can bring them out front, and I'm left with 6 up underneath. So 6 square root of 6. 28, 4 times 7. 4 is going to be 2 times 2. That's prime, and the 7 is prime. So 2 square root of 7. 72, 8 times 9. 2 times 4 times 3 times 3. 3 and 3 are prime. 4 I can break down into 2 times 2. So I have a pair of 2s, I have a pair of 3s, and I'm left with the square root of 2. So 6 square root of 2. And 96 is going to be 3 goes into this 3 times, and 3 goes into 6 2 times. So 3 is prime, 4 times 8. 4 is 2 times 2, and 8 is 2 times 4, which is 2 times 2. So that's prime, and that's prime. All right, so I have a pair of 2s. I have another pair of 2s, and I'm left with 2 times 3, so 6 up underneath. So 4 square root of 6. All right, next problem. 75. So that's 25 times 3. And I have a pair of 2's here, so x2, and I'm left with a y. So 5 times 5, got a pair there. I got a 3 that I can't factor, and I got a y that I can't factor, and those two. All right, so 5, there's my pair there. My x2, so I bring an x out front, and I'm left with the square root of 3y up underneath. 36, 6 times 6, so I got my pair there. X squared, so I've got my pair there. And y2 with another y, this gives me y to the third power. So I got my pair here, and I'm left with this. So 6, bring that out front. X, bring that out front. Y, bring that out front, and I'm left with a y up underneath. 28, 4 times 7, x2 with an x, y2 with a y. This gives me 3 of them, right? So 4 is going to be 2 times 2, 7, I can't do anything else, x squared, x as far as I can go, y squared, and a y. All right, so 2, bring that out front. I'm left with a 7 up underneath. X squared, bring that out front. I'm left with an x up underneath. Y squared, bring the y out front, and I'm left with a y up underneath. (48) 16 times 3. So 4 times 4, there's my pair right there. And I have a 3. The a cubed is going to be a squared with an a. So that's as much as I can do there. B to the 4th is going to be a b squared with another b squared. And c squared pair there. So 4, that's gone. The 3, I leave that up underneath. The a squared gives me an a. The a up underneath. The b squared gives me a b with another b squared, so that's 2 b's there, and then a c. And 16 is going to be 4 times 4, so that's my pair there. X to the 4th is going to be x squared with another x squared. Y to the 4th is going to be a y squared with another y squared and a z. So there's my pair of 4s. I bring that out. Here's my x. I bring that out. I have another x, so that's a squared. I've got a y squared, so bring that out. I got another y squared. And then a z is left up underneath. And 25 times 3, so 5 times 5. My 3 I can't do. M to the 4th is going to be an m squared with another m squared. P to the 3rd is going to be a p squared with a p. Q squared, that's all I can do. So 5, bring that out front. I'm left with the 3 up underneath. My m squared is m. I got another m squared, so that's squared. I got a p squared, so that's p left up underneath. And a q squared to give me q.